Hello everyone, this is Mugundan Raghavan. In previous video, we have seen the introduction about the TypeScript. And in this video, we are going to set up the basic necessary things for the TypeScript and Node.js project. This is the checklist. We need Node.js, which will be acting like a runtime environment for the JavaScript. NPM, which will act like a node package manager, which will handle the dependencies. TypeScript, obviously, whenever we create the .ts file, we need the TypeScript to transpile our TypeScript file into the JavaScript. tsconfig.json, which will be giving the configuration for our TypeScript. For example, where to find the TS file, where to save the JS file, and so on. For doing all these things, we need to have the project. So we will be using the npm commands to create a project. And we will be doing all these things in the IDE, which is VS Code in our case. In VS Code, we also install some of the extensions so that we will be having enough support from the IDE. So let's start with Node.js. Whenever submit your project, it will be run by the Node.js. So obviously we need to have the Node.js as a first installation. So let's go to the official website. Node.js.org is the official website, and you will click on the download button and you will find the Windows installer. It is a simple installation. By clicking the next buttons, you will be having the installation ready. After installing everything, you will be just going to the command prompt and type node-v. It should show the latest version that you have installed. Same for npm. npm comes along with node. However, it is better to check for the npm as well. So now you have seen both Node.js and npm are ready for us. Before proceeding anything else, we can install our IDE so that we can continue our installation and setup in IDE itself. For VS Code, you will go to the code.visualstudio.com and you will click on the download for Windows or MacBook. Then your installation will be very simple and straightforward. After installing your VS Code, you will be opening your VS Code and it will be looking like this. Inside this, you will be opening your existing folder or you will be creating the new folder. For us, I already created the folder TypeScript tutorials and I have opened the terminal as well so that whatever the commands so far you have executed, you can try here as well. Even though we have created the folder, it is not considered as a JavaScript project. To make the JavaScript project structure, we need to have the file called package.json. So we are going to create the package.json by using the command npm init. Whenever you get some questions, I am going to give answer as yes. So I am typing -y. Now here you can see your package.json has been created, which will have the information about your JavaScript project. And also it will have the dependencies that you are going to install in this project. Let's get back to the checklist and see what and all we have done. We have installed the Node.js and npm. We created the project and we initialized the project by using the npm init command. Now we are going to install the TypeScript. Here we need to note down, we are installing TypeScript as a dev dependency. It is not only for the TypeScript. Whenever you install some packages in your project, you have two options. One is global installation, another one is your local installation. Whenever you work in the project, it's preferred to use the local installation because when you install at the global level, every project will be using the same package and its version, which may create the problem in later stage. So whenever you create or whenever you install some dependency, make sure you install as a dev dependency. Now here we are typing npm install save dev as a dev dependency and the package name is TypeScript. As soon as you install the package, you will see there will be a folder called node modules. In node modules, you will be having all the install packages and .bin folder. And also you can see package.log.json, which will have the finalized version of package.json. So basically, whenever you install the packages, it will be going to the node modules and which is also under our project folder. Now we are going to execute the command called npx TypeScript version to verify the installation of TypeScript. Here you might wonder what is npx. We have seen npm, which will be taking care of your installation. npx stands for node package execute. Whenever you install some tools, you want to execute that. But if you install at global level, you don't need to mention npx. You can directly execute that command like any other command. For example, you execute the node directly. You don't have any prefix before the node. Since we have installed our TypeScript in our local, so we need to prefix npx before the command. What happens when you type npx tsc version? Whenever you type npx, it will be going into your node modules and look for that tool. And there is a configuration made in TypeScript. Whenever they get a command like tsc, it will execute the TypeScript command. Yes, we have installed the latest version of TypeScript, which is 5.9.3, which is also mentioned in our package.json. So now our installation of TypeScript also completed. Next, we have discussed about the TypeScript configuration. tsconfig.json is the configuration file that tells the TypeScript compiler where to check the .ts file and where to keep the .js files and other configurations. You can create the tsconfig.json by yourself, or if you want to create by the npx command itself, then you can use the npx typescript -init. It is very similar to npm init. npm init will create the default project structure for your JavaScript, which will include your package.json. Whereas npx tsc -init will create the basic configuration file for your TypeScript. Before we execute this command, we will try to understand. You create the .ts file. VS Code uses the tsconfig file so that it will find all your TS file, and if any error comes, it will show the error. Consider your all TS files are valid and looks good. Then by using the tsconfig file again, and it will convert and it will save it into the separate folder as per the tsconfig file. Basically, TypeScript works based on the tsconfig.json file. We are going to execute the npx tsc-init. After executing, you can see there is a file called tsconfig.json has been created, and it has so many other details. This is where we need to have some understanding. The tsconfig file.json will be created automatically considering all the aspects of web development and other projects. However, in our case, we are looking in the perspective of Playwright or QA automation area. So for that, we can have very minimal settings, which is nothing but simple compiler options for the QA perspective. Let's go one by one. Target. So target tells which JavaScript version you are using. If you are not sure what is JavaScript version, like any other programming language, we will be using the JavaScript with some specific version. So where do we find? You can go to the official website developer.mozilla.org, where you will find the JavaScript official documentation. In simple words, we are looking for the JavaScript version ES 2020. Okay, we have seen the target. Target will tell us which JavaScript version we are going to use. And module, whenever you create a JavaScript file, either you might be using the existing libraries in your JavaScript file, or you want to give your JavaScript file to others as a library. In either cases, you'll be using either import or export. And there are different module systems available, which has its own different way of defining the export and import. So we are going to mention that module system in this way. In our case, the module is common.js. So you will be using the common.js way of explaining the import and export. However, we will be seeing this module system in coming videos, but let's go with module. Next one is strict. So this is the core parameter of the TypeScript configuration. You are telling it should be type safe. Even though we mentioned TypeScript is mainly focusing on type safety, here you have the option to make it more strict or no strict. By default, we should be going with strict as true value. And remaining two parameters are very important for us, where it will tell where to find your TypeScript files, TS source folder. Once you convert your TS file into JavaScript files, where to keep that files? Basically, JavaScript output folder. So remaining things we can check by ourselves. It is self-explanatory. Then let's go with the next step. We already have completed this step by using the npm init, and by using the npx and npm commands, we have installed the node modules and TypeScript. And also we have created the tsconfig.json by using the npx command. We have another two parameters, include and exclude, where include will tell which are the files to be in scope. Exclude tells where we should not apply the TypeScript rules. For example, node modules. Why? Because node modules have some files or libraries which are not in our scope. And destination, obviously, already TypeScript applies the logic and creates the .js files. We don't need to apply the TypeScript in the destination. As per the configuration, we need to create the src folder and dist folder at the project level. In src folder, I am going to create the simple ts file. Let's start with our basic example. Let price type of number 19.99. So it is a ghost code by the GitHub Copilot, but I will say only let price which is type of number and has the value 19.99. Now I'm going to transpile this one. So in the terminal, I am typing npx tsc. So now whenever I type npx tsc, it will go for the tsconfig.json file. So from there, it will find where to find all our TS files. So from here, it will find from src folder, and src folder having the file called index.ts. So it will take that file and try to convert that into the JavaScript file. And as per the tsconfig file, it will go to the dist folder. It has been completed. And if you open the dist folder, you can see index.js, and using the same syntax. At this point of time, you may not find the major difference, but in coming days, you will try to understand the difference between the TypeScript file and JavaScript file, how it has been changed or transformed. Yes, we almost done all the steps, but let's go to the extensions. Let me tell what are the basic extensions that we should have. Let's type TypeScript, JavaScript and TypeScript, which is from Microsoft, ESLint from Microsoft, Prettier from Prettier.io, and for code formatting. For future purpose, we can install the Playwright test for VS Code as well. Again, coming back to the summary, we have started with Node.js and we have confirmed the versions of Node.js and npm. We have installed the TypeScript by using the npx command at local. Then we use the same npx command from the TypeScript, and we have created the tsconfig.json file, and we have seen the minimalized version for QA, from where TypeScript will understand where to find the TS file, where to save the .js file, and so on. And we have created the project by using the npm init command. And obviously, we have done all these things in the VS Code with the required extensions. At summary level, we can understand TypeScript project has been created, which consists of Node.js, npm, TypeScript compiler, and proper configuration using the tsconfig.json. And this is all about this video. And always be a rainbow in others' cloud.